Hello, Andrea. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, Andrea, I'd be happy to. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Well, for starters, the engineers and the managers here are experiencing a lot of frustration over the process. First, they are very unhappy about how the whole changeover to the self-directed teams was handled. As you know, in the past, Boeing has typically issued very detailed instructions to Alenia and its other contractors. Boeing has pretty much dictated everything from the detailed specifications for the components to the manufacturing process. They've specified the product development team, and even they've indicated which suppliers the subcontractors should use for things like subcomponents and materials. Now, with the new wing assembly for the 787, Boeing's engineers have just basically issued high-level specifications. They've left it up to the engineers here in Italy to develop the detailed specifications, to determine the manufacturing process, and even to select and to contract with the suppliers. Now, the people here are pretty sharp, but they've never had to actually manage a process from original conception to final product. And they're just finding it hard to get a handle on that whole process. In addition, the engineers here have no experience working with the new composite material that Boeing is using on the 787. They have only limited information about the tolerances of the material, and so they're having difficulty designing the processes to actually form the material. On a couple of occasions, the production people have found it impossible to get the material formed into the dimensions that Boeing has specified. When that has happened, the managers here have had a very hard time figuring out who to contact at Boeing. They get passed around from different people, either in Chicago or in Everett. The lines of communication aren't clear. In one case, it literally took them days to get an answer. And then, of course, there's the time difference. If the people in production here encounter a problem with the manufacturing process at, say, 10 a.m., and they need to get some information from Boeing's engineers, they may have to wait till 2 o'clock in the afternoon till somebody's available in Chicago. Or it's even worse if they have to wait for somebody in Everett. They can actually lose a whole day's production just waiting to get an answer from somebody. So the people here are really frustrated. Now, they have some ideas about some ways that might make it easier for them to access information. Yes, sure, Chai. I wasn't, no. And actually, I can't find anyone else here who will admit that they were part of the process either. Okay, well, I'm no expert, but I think that in order for people to be truly effective in this kind of an environment, the people here really need to have access to all of the information that's relevant to their work task. I really feel that Boeing needs to do more to improve the systems that we have for managing the information that the people here need. Now, here are a couple of suggestions that I've received from the people here. One of the things that they've suggested is that we give the Alenia people here in Naples access to all of the research, the testing, and the engineering documents that the engineers out in Boeing developed as they were developing the specifications for the product. They really think that we should have access to the intranet, Boeing's internal intranet. The nice thing about the internet access is that people don't have to be together in real time. The people in Naples, if they have a question, can refer to the documents on the internet without having to wait to talk with someone in the States. And that should hopefully streamline their process. The managers here are also very anxious to get some sort of telepresence system installed. They feel that being able to actually see the other people will help people to bond more effectively. Yes, as you may know, there are several vendors who produce telepresence systems. The two leading ones actually are by Cisco and by HP, and I've done a little research on their systems. Like their systems allow multiple people to be involved in meetings. They can have natural eye contact from any angle. Well, really, there's a whole lot of really neat features. I have the information, and I can send it to you if you'd like. No, thank you. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks.